All right, good morning. How's everyone doing? Right. All right, we will start in like a few minutes, so just let everyone log in. If you have questions in the meantime, just go ahead and just put it in the chat box, and I'll just reply to it. I'll wait to the very end, and then we can do a Q&A, and then if you have any questions in the meantime, just go ahead and use the chat box. Good. All right, good, good, good. Awesome. All right, so I started trading back in, I would say during 2007, 2008, during that right after I left the military, came back, had a ton of money, I didn't know what to do with it. So I was like, you know what, let's me throw some money at it. And I did really bad. Until last year in 2023, uh, I have like what 30,000. Let's say decided to draw all of it. It was like the last draw. But my wife said you can go ahead and play with it. If you lose, you're gonna have to stop. And that was the last time I heard about it. So I started with BBT and I traded small caps. The answer is it more profitable versus small cap versus options? The answer is it's the same. It depends on how much time you have. Small cap, you need to babysit, watch it every 5-10 minutes. It's all about volume. No volume, no play. If there's tons of volume, you can go ahead and buy any dips. It will come back up. With options, it's a little bit different. It's some of it's yes, it's news, volumes, momentum. If you chase the momentum, you need to know how to get out because if you don't, you're gonna lose a lot of your money fast. So yes, it's being recorded right now. So after yes, this will be saved somewhere on YouTube, and then put a private link if you have on the Discord. You should be able to view this on a later date. All right, so you should be able to see this PowerPoint on this. It says SPY QQQ. You know how to learn how to fish on your own. The answer is you're not going to win 100% of the time. It's all about risk management, playing, portions, playing the same size every single play. Now I'll be here. I'll be here at home. I'll take care of my wife, man. So my wife is, still recovering from the surgery last month. So I'll make it brief. His PowerPoints only have a few slides, and we go, straight into trading, the charting, and all of that. So it's pretty much, it's all the psychology of trading. It's all about psychology. Don't panic sell. You're gonna see, yes, there will be a red days. You're gonna have to accept that. Losing, you have to admit, losing is part of trading, but it's all about your portfolio, your investment size. Every single play. There will be a red, but there's going to be more green. Just have to find that green. That's where it's tricky. Yes. And so we could love to just buy everything and go green on all of them, but it doesn't work like that. And then we will go into the SPY, queue, the daily charting. If you decide to play this on a daily basis, this I'll show you the trading view. There's two indicators. There's the advanced one that I do. If you used to trade this on a daily basis, and then you have simple indicators where it just tell you buy here, sell here. Um, Here you go. It tell you to sell, buy meaning buy call, sell meaning puts. That's what it means. So I will show you what indicator I use in a shortly. Sorry. So here's the agenda. All right. the psychology. It's just all about trading psychology. Losses pretty much is standard. You have to accept that. When you buy, do you want to buy the breakout, the momentum breakout, or do you want to buy when it's, you want to buy 3 months out, 2 months out, and then just wait while it consolidate, and then before it, hopefully it rip, but if it dips, can you take that loss and say, all right, I'm going to have 2, 3 days of red. Can I go ahead and average down? If you have if you buy plain SPY or QQQ, and if it's 30, 40% red, you have to get out. You just don't, the answer is, do you want to hold and pray it come back up? Yes, it can't always do that, but you have to be willing to accept. If you decide to hold, you have to accept that. If you contract with 2 to 3 months out, like Amazon, TSM was 50, 70% red, and then it went up, 200% green. JPM, JP Morgan Chase was red as well, and it came back up green. Right? Some of the lessons that we should always be fearful. This is Warren Buffett's favorite phrase. On a red day, especially when it's 2 or 3 red days continuously, can you still make that red and just decide, you know what, I'm just gonna buy the dips here, and hopefully this is the final dips on these big caps before it bounce up? Or can you save for a rainy day? Like, don't be afraid. Like, wait for VWAP, wait for dips. Like, you see these stocks just keep going up. You want to chase it and and run after, get the big dance. Yes, you can chase and get an extra 50, 60% profits. But do you just want to wait? The answer is, just save it. Just say you already miss out. You already missed. Just wait for the next play. And then time is always your best friend. 1 to 2 weeks. Always losses is part of the game. We have to cut that. Yes, we're not going to win 100% of the time. If it would come back red for like 40, 60% red, and then all of a sudden come back green, the best thing to do is just sell at break even and move on, and live to fight on a day, find something else. If you have something that's 2 months out, just hold it. The answer is just hold it. Either you can roll it out or just tuck it away, put it at the very bottom of your list, and then just trying to find something else to play to make up for that red play. And the last one is just to keep it simple. Just don't buy everything. You only need to buy 1 or 2 good plays at a time. Just find that one with the really good news. Like Tesla's going into with Trump, or when there's news with NVDA at the CES conference. Those are your big news. Keep it simple. Wait. Play small size every single stocks, and then when there's a big news with NVIDIA going into the CES conference, that's going to be a big momentum play. So you can go ahead and go big size into 2 years. Any of these stocks, Tesla, SoFi, you pick any of that bank's earnings right now. So you put any of your money into SoFi or Hood, those are your 2 typical sympathy stocks. Even though they don't have any earning, but SoFi and Hood will run as long as, PNC, Chase, any of the big bank, Wells Fargo's, if they do good, SoFi and Hood or any of those banks will benefit from it. They will keep on going. So always diversify your portfolio. Don't just 100% in the morning when you wake up, slap 100% all into SPY, and then you make your money and you run. The answer is that's not going to work if you have a small size portfolio. You want to just be realistic with your goal. Let's say if you only have 5,000 in your portfolio size, you want to keep it small. You want to play 5 times per day on SPY if you want to. If it's all you want to do, just find out what you're comfortable with. Do you want to hold, buy and hold, or you want to buy, play same day, get out? and then you move on. You don't have to worry about the next day. You don't have to worry about that. You can play SPY every single day. Yes, you can. But if SPY is flat, you will lose a lot of money. But as long as SPY is volatile, you will make money both ways. So never jump 100% all in the same one play. So a small size, every single play, same size. So I'm always in this spot right here. I never draw more than, in options, I usually draw about 2 to 3,000 per play or 1,000. It's like, you know what? I don't know if your stock is going to go up or down. I'm just going to slowly add in $1,500. And then if I think it's going to go down, I might average in an extra 1,500 and then I full size. That's so you don't full size in the very beginning. Yes, you can. You have to look at the news, see why is it going up or why is it going down. So you always want the same size every single play, and then you always diversify your portfolio into different stocks, different categories like banks, tech, oil as your hedge. Oil and gold will always be your hedge against when the economy goes tank. That's your hedge. You know, you can invest in semiconductor chips. Those, if you notice on chips like Tesla, NVDA, even when it goes up 3 to 5%, the profit margins on those, the profit's only about 40 to 50%. But if you can invest in the Dow, like Caterpillar, Dear John, UAL, when your stocks go up 2%, you make 50%. So those are your bigger diversified. That's when they go down, you do also lose a lot of money. But if you can find the point of entry is very important. You can key in when it's either it's at the very bottom, near the bottom, and you buy in when it goes up 2%, you'll make 60 to 100% in a day. So if you see Remy, he play a lot of that. That's his specialty. Entry is key though. Like Spotify, those are your stocks. It goes up 2%, you make 100% in a day. With big techs, like NVIDIA, Apple, all of that, it goes up even 3 to 6% in a day. You don't, the profit's only about 40 to 50%. That's the most you make. So, the portfolio size, 1/3 of the time, you can always invest in long-term options or equities up to you. Have, 1/3 as your, play with either Ally, play SPY or Q, and then have 1/3 of your in cash for that rainy day. The market decide to tank really bad. You have that money to buy back whatever you want, and then when it does recover, you will make back that loss. All right, so let's some of the indicators. That candles you see all the time. It's like which one is a bullish signal, which one is bearish signal. There's more than this, but if you need help with this, I can show you on more. There's a lot more charts out there that's free. You can say which one is a good candle, which one is like a doge shooting star, in the third day, inside bar squeeze. What's a good bearish signal, bullish signal, cup and handles? That's a lot of different candle, different signal, different. Do you look at the daily candle? Do you look at the 1 minute? That's a different, maybe a different day. The 1 minute is the most noise. If you look at the bigger time frame, you want to go to the 4 hours and daily candle for the big stocks. If you invest in small caps, equities, you want to look at the 1 minute candle for your entry level. Right, to make this very simple with SPY, QQQ, all you need to worry about is the previous day high, the previous day low. So you look at the previous day, you go back, before, let's say you started at the market opened at 9:30, you wake up maybe an hour early or 30 minutes, doesn't matter. Whenever you wake up that day, just go ahead, just draw your previous day high. It was right here. And your previous day low. This is on, there's no news, there's no CPI, there's no PMI, CPI, nothing, no, there's no news. It's just a typical normal day. Yes, CPI and those big momentum, I will make the market move the market the most. And those are very volatile, which is a scalper dream. But if it's a normal day, you look at these two previous day high, you previous day low, and then you go to your pre-market day high, your and your day low. That's all you need to worry about is these 4 lines per day. That's it. And you just keep so your PM low is at the peak. It could be any given time. It could dip all the way down to here, even at 7 a.m. It doesn't have to be at 4 a.m. It could be 5, 6 before the market open. You just have to look at where it's see the most candle. Don't worry about that 7 a.m. When you open up the market where you see that really weird wick just go up and down really fast. That's you can ignore that. But most just see where the most candle is just the most resistant. That's your previous pre-market low, your pre-market high. So on Friday, you notice when I said I bought puts right here that 597.5. If you bought at the top here, you might have been able to scalp a little bit. I was hoping it would drop, but if it break over that pre-market high, it's gonna keep going. That's how it works with these SPY or QQQ. It doesn't matter. Just take one stock. Just play either SPY or Q, or pick one or two stocks that you play every single day and just draw it in. But SPY and Q will always respect that. 80% of the time it will. If it break out, it will keep going. If it doesn't break out, like on Thursday, it never broke out. It dies. And it dies, it never broke out from that day high. I can go into more, previous days, but let's go to the next slide. Yeah. All right. So here's your trading view, the symbol versions, where this actually, if you decide to play this, it tell you when to buy and when to sell. And the indicators you can use, you can go to trading view, and it's $15 a month, or you can use the free versions. If you do decide you keep the trial versions on your trading view, you only can have only 2. The only one I would use is either Super Trend or these 2 right here. It's Super Trend. That's all you want. That's all you need. Is if you decide to keep it free and don't want to pay that $15 a month, use these 2. The Super Trend, like keep on, up like I can share this with you after this as well. But if you decide to pay that $15 or you subscribe to TradingView, these are your simple indicators. Just buy all 4 of them. You probably wanted to say they just work on big caps or different small cap, different stocks. Yes, it does. It keeps tell you when to buy for the 4 hours time frame. The most important point is you have to get by at where it's either this candle right here when it's the top, or if you decide to buy call, you have to buy it really low if you can. If not, you're just chasing. Okay, now here's if you decide to play SPY on the daily. These are your 4. This is the 4 indicators right here. There's 5 of them. Volume, the VWAP sessions, the ICT. That's your gaps in volume imbalance. The session day is the VWAP, the standard deviations, and your price level. If you decide to use the advanced indicator, this is what it looks like. Right here's the indicator. This is what I use. It's a big mess. If you can see this is all 4 different. There's the 5 minutes. There's the 1 minute. There's 15. There's 4 different graphs. There's 2 different graphs continuously next to each other. So it depends on what you want to play. I'll share just what indicator I'm using after this, so you don't have to worry about copying this right now. But you're gonna take a screenshot if you can. All right. Anyone got any questions before we start starting and move on? I think most of you are on mute. If you don't have any questions, I will move to the next steps. So with spy, that you can't hold it. If you decide to play spy, you have to go just to the 5 minutes. That's where you get the less noise. But you use the 1 minute to for your entry. So if you decide to play the 1 minute, I'm gonna show this really quick. This was on Friday. Okay, let me see if I have my Weibo open up. So this was the previous day high. If you saw that, the previous day high, the previous day low. But this is also your SPX 6000 and your SPX 5900 level. So what it's been is that these are your GEX. If you look at SPX, use whole round number 6000, 6100, 62, 63. So you have to use these as your GEX. Meaning if it's the most volume, that's where either if it break above, it's going to keep on going. If it break below, it's going to die. Those are your two. So on a Friday, this was on a Friday. So when the market opened, this was your daily, your pre-market high. So if you were able to catch this at the very top, that's where Ali was be specialty right here. We'd be able to catch this. If you can cut just, you might be able to scalp a little, but you're hoping it would keep on going down. But if it decided to reject, and then where I can go back to that 15 minutes. So here's your 5 minutes, and I'm going to add in the VWAP right here really quick. So VWAP is always an indicator. If it's below the VWAP, it's going to keep dropping. If it's above VWAP, it's bullish. That's usually what you need to do. And then when do you buy it? Use the 21 EMA line. I always have just EMA, the 9, the 21, 50, 100, 200. It's up to you what you want to use. I don't use the 9 minutes. I use the 21, 50, 100s, and 200s. I just use these four line main one. So if you were able to catch under 5 minutes, so I'm gonna do this EMA right now. So when I bought this, when I took the puts, it was up here. I was like, all right, I was able to, well, quick, 2-3 minutes, it dipped. It dipped down here, but it was so quick though. No one would be able to catch that. I mean, yes, it was tough to catch that puts. Then when it decided to cuts the dips at this right line, just if you throw this under 5 minutes, there's a trend going straight up. So when it broke over that SPX 6000, this white line, that's if you draw it in, just go to your calculator. There's an online version where you can calculate, all right, where's my X level? It's SPX 6000, 59, above 6000 or your previous pre-market high, it will keep going. So when it broke over just double top, triple top, what you want to call it, it broke out and it kept going. I mean, it kept going for $2. And it's not much of a profits. So the answer is, when do you scale out? It's the best threshold you can do is just take 30, if it hit 30%, take 70% out. And then you let it run. If it dipped down near the bottom, below your purchase price, just get out. But if it's keep, if it dips and stay above the VWAP, yes, it can keep going again. Okay. So that's the indicator that's on a daily. That's how you place buy on each day. And then when you zoom out on, let's go back to several days ago, not just Friday. Let's just pick randomly. I'm going to delete or delete all of this. All right, I'm just going to pick this day randomly. I don't, just so you go back to your previous day high and your previous day low. So if let's say you start out on this day and you have no idea what's the market's going to run, so all you can do is just based on this start stats, just draw this in the previous day high, the previous day low, and then use the pre-market high, the pre-market low. So when the market open, you don't want to. It's tough to buy out the gate. It's all 50-50. Sorry, where was I? Okay, I pick one January 7th. It's best if you would just let the market settle, give it an hour for the market to run. If you miss the initial run, there's always a second opportunity to get in. So when the market open, right here, you can either buy puts or call. It's all 50-50. There's no way to know if you want to buy it. So let's say if you, but once it hit the pre-market low, it's best just ignore the first 15, 30 minutes, even 45 minutes, or the first 1 hour. Just let market, find directions. You won't, it would be nice to get in and win in the first 30 minutes and then you'll be done for the rest of the day. But the answer is it doesn't work like that. So you see that PM low, it hit the PM low. You have two choices. Either you're going to gamble, and always use the VWAP. So, all right, the PM low, I hit the PM low. You can always take this and then just cut it if it's, if you keep on dipping, maybe add it $1 below, you go ahead and cut it. But if it's staying PM low, wait for the first 5-10 minutes for the breakout. So this is January 5th, January 8th. So when the market open, it's all 50-50. Nobody ever know. I would love to guess, it's so you have a 50% shot of making it right or making it wrong. But so the first 30 minutes, the SPY didn't do anything. It's just up, down, up, down. But here it hit the PM low, 586. Either you can wait for that 5 or 10 minutes for the breakout, or you can just, if you want to bet, just take that PM low, just take it, and then just cut it, either 30 or 40%, underneath that, and then you can see the direction it move up. If you cut this, you move it up, it's a $3 gain profits. And then when it hit the very top right here, at the PM low, either it's going to break out, but the majority of the time when it does hit the PM high, it never is going to go up. So when it does hit near this line at the PM high, it will dip down. So you have two choices. You can either buy the dip right here, bottom here, and it goes up. You have 30, 60%, get out. No one could just predict this puts right here. The answer, you could have scale out and then just wait, be patient, and then when it does, you sign a dip to the PM low or close, so it's 586.07 and it hit 585 and it only went sideways and it went back up again. You could have play one here, call here, and then one call right here, and then to the very top, and then you see this PM high. You can just take a puts and it goes down here. You could have played 3 times and just be done. You don't have to try and predict every single move. It's impossible. I mean, unless you're really good, you could. But if you don't, just use 4 lines. All you need is just your previous day high, previous day low, and your PM low and your PM high. That's all you need is just your 4 line play. Okay. So how do you find the indicators in Trading View? You go to Trading View, click on here. I'm going to move your site really quick. So I draw these line in manually. So if you play this every single day, you draw it in, you will see some of my graph has a tons of it. There's a lot of different lines. You have like, what is this? And then when you start going zooming out on the 15, 30 minutes, you would see there's a trend. I don't know if you can see this trend right here. So this was on January 6th. Yesterday, January 17th, it hit near the top. It's never going to make it out to that 600 range. So if you draw this out on every single day, just do it. Just play SPY, Q, just play it every single day. Just draw your PM high, PM low. The next day, do the same thing, repeats. Eventually, it's going to come out to the perfect trend where you can say, all right, it has that double top, or triple top. It's going to be tough to break out from that. Does it trade always in this range? The answer is majority of the time, yes, it does. Every single day, it trade in a range from the PM low, PM high. It's going to find a bottom. If you decide to do, go out, just zoom out. Okay. And then you can start drawing the top to bottom. You will see there's a trend. Even a $1 above, you're still gonna win. You just gotta hold it. You gotta say, I know my chart. I know it's gonna. Yes, I'm gonna lose 50%, but it's gonna dump. Eventually, it's not gonna break out unless there's a news that's saying, I don't know, Jay Powell got shot or something. Something crazy, then yes, the market's gonna jump. $3, $10. But if it's on a normal day, there's no news, nothing crazy, it's going to respect some kind of level around 600, and then it's going to dump. Same here. That's just, you will see a trend. This was during that the CPI, PPI that data where it jumped over $10. That was just a massive jump. I think that was right here. There's no way to predict that. That's just news. But if there's no news, yes, SPY is going to trade within a $2 range. You can just take your go back to here and just start looking at this. It hit the PM high, it hit the previous day high. When the market opened, it hit the previous day high and the PM high. It's not going to go up. It's unless there's a news, it's gonna die. Okay. All right, I'm gonna. So you go ahead and open up trading indicator. Click on this button right here, indicator, and then just look up super trend. Because I already have this that's my favorite, but you would see it on here. You would see super trend, Yvonne, and then super trend strategy. That's all you need if you have a free subscription to TradingView. That's you can have up to 3, but that's all you need. It's just those 2, and the last one is volume. Anything more than that, you're gonna have to pay. Okay. So I'm gonna delete. Looks like I don't have anything. Start out from scratch. So I have that key volume. I'm gonna add this, and volume is always free. Now you can use this and or the Weibo or whatever you want to toss or draw in the previous day low, previous day high. Just with your graphic, the previous day high. Just the 1 minute is a lot of noise. If you decide to buy puts, you want to buy it at the very top of this line. You wait, you snipe it. If you can snipe it right here, you could get bought, maybe scalp 20-30% really quick. See how the 1 minute is just a lot of noise. Now let's say go to the 2 minutes time frame. This is Friday. Yes. And this was what I used. I did miss this one. I bought puts. If I was able to snipe, but I bought it somewhere here. I was too busy with everything else. But if you only play in SPY and that's all you play, try to snipe it using either the 2 minutes or the 1 minute time frame. But 2 minutes give you less noise. This was all puts. It never broke out until it break over just 595, 597.5. That was your double top. That was your previous day high. When it did give you a buy signal. But if you want to be less noise, it's the 3 minutes. You see, when you open up, even the PM already telling you it's going to be a SPY call. If you decide to play the 3 minutes, wait, at the very tips of this bottom, you can just watch it, and then you buy it too. This doesn't have to work with SPY. You can, let's say I want to play just with JPM. If you were to play just intraday, this is where you would play. You just take a few of your favorite stocks. Doesn't pick one. Doesn't have to be SPY, Q. Pick this. If you want to go on a bigger time frame, go for that long-term play. Just was already back around Christmas time. It's a call. The best case, we have to snipe it at somewhere here at the bottom. If you can snipe it near here, on the bigger time frame, it will go up. Let's see, Nucor. So Nucor has earning in 2 weeks from now. So at this alert on what is January 6th. So if you can snipe it somewhere close to your candlesticks, at the bottom of your tips, 118 or 120, if you want to do that, like 118 or 120, I'm going to buy Nucor 3 months out, 2 months out. This is your bigger time frame if you want to play any stocks. It just didn't work with any stocks. If you can do the 1 minute or 2 minutes, that's where you work with SPY and Q. So you can use this JP. Let's go back to SPY really quick. And then we have, back to Friday. And someone said, go to the 5 minutes and then use the 21 EMA. Perfect bounce off too as well. It depends on if you want to be a bullish or be a bear. It's just pick a line above 21 EMA. Usually going to be a bounce off. Below it, it's going to be a bounce down. Once it hit this, if you were to say, all right, I don't know what it's going to do, go to your candlestick. If that's too long, if this right here is a big long and a short, too long candlestick in the same continuously, usually a bearish signal. Stop loss. If you play SPY, you just have to move on and trying to like, all right, I missed this puts. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it, and I'm gonna take puts. Just cut it and then take the puts, and hopefully you can recover. That daily loss. It's all about portfolio size. Just trying to find a trend. The 1 minute is your entry. The 5 minutes is your trend. If you decide to be a bull, you buy calls. Just the 1 minute is a lot of mess. Yes. This is 15. I'm gonna hide all these different indicators. So I'm just gonna use the 21 so you can see less noise on here. So either you want to buy puts or buy call. It's if you want to be a bit, it's always better to buy calls on a trend day when the market's everything is green. Go to Finvic, go to finbees.com and look at just if this whole thing is all green, it's best just to buy calls on a green day. Just buy calls. If all the big stuff is red, buy puts. Just that's your best indicators. That's what you can do. If this is all green, either take calls on a VWAP. If it's dipped down, just eat the dips and just say, all right, I'm just gonna hold it for 5 minutes and see if it can bounce off. That's your SPY. And now to play the long stuff on don't have to go SPY. If you want to swing any stocks, let's say, how about Google? So Google right now is consolidating on this 4-hour time frame. It's doing a call and puts. So right now I'm in calls. So when it does doing this, then when it's not going anywhere, yes, calls again kill, puts again kill too. Either once it consolidate and then break out. But when you go to the daily time frame, it is telling you to buy call. That's your long-term swing. The momentum play is where you do the 1 week or 2 weeks. That's your momentum. That's pay you the most. But when the stock is consolidating like this, when it's not even going, it gives you that big swing going up more than $2. It's only at 196, and pretty much it's within a $1 range. That's all you get. It's just a $1 profit on Google. It's not doing anything. 196, 196. It's like pretty much less than $1 move. Like there's nobody winning on this. Puts all call. Either 4 hours, same time frame. So do you want to take calls or puts? It's not. You can use the dark flow, that black box stocks. If there's a lot of money being flowed into calls, 80% of the time the calls will win. There's always an exception. If it, like TikTok news, better get banned. That's There's nothing you can do about that one. The only thing you can do is just break even, get out, and just pray that break that goes back up to whatever price you do. But this chop is pretty much, it will kill everything. This only thing you can do is do a cover call or cover puts. Those will make you the money right here. If the stock goes flat for like 2 months or for several weeks, then you can do a cover call, cover puts. That's for a different day. If you decide to do that, if you have a bigger size portfolio, you have more than 25,000 to play with, cover call, cover puts, you will collect the premium no matter what, as long as the stock goes flat. All right. So here's the here's the advanced trading view for playing SPY. This is what me. If you ever follow me, he used the same indicators as just these are his indicators. That's your this is your these are your indicators right here. The FVG, the ICT, session days, price low. It would tell you all your FVG line. It would tell you, this is my FVG. That's, above his FVG is usually going to be a call. Below it is going to be a puts. The 5 minutes is less noise. 1 minute, you're going to get a lot of false signal. So if you decide to play the FVG, you can take this, play this right here. When it wick down right around 597.1, take call. That's your FVG line. It it will automatically draw for you. You don't have to do anything with these FVG. So at the top right here, when it peaked around 600s, 599, 600s, FVG it turned red. So you could have bought, puts. I don't know if you saw me on Friday. He said, I'm taking puts or calls. This is the same indicator. So anyone got any questions? I think that's all I have for today. Yep, go ahead. You can go ahead and speak, or if you want to type it in. All right, guys. If you don't have any questions, I will let you guys give you back. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your Saturday and Sunday. All right. See you guys. See everyone. Bye.